Hey everybody, this is Mike, Mountain Weekly News. Check it out. I've got the new Gossamer Gear Gorilla 40 backpack. I had the opportunity to take this thing into the Grovance for the last couple nights on a big camping trip, and wow, this thing's amazing. So what I wanted to do is show you what I was able to take on a 2-day backpacking trip here in the Tetons. Again, this is only a 40-liter pack, so I think you're going to be pretty impressed with this. Let's start with the top. So the top, you've got a nice zippered pocket here. I like to put the stuff I'm going to probably need the quickest and the most here. Number one is going to be headlamp. Also got some sunscreen in here. Be sure to check the link section down in the comments. I'm going to put links up to each of these reviews that we've done as well. So like that headlamp, for instance. Sunscreen, there's definitely a lot of organic sunscreen out there, but I think this stuff works the best at the end of the day. The Neutrogena, pretty fail-safe. Ooh, trash bag. You get lots of trash in the backcountry. I actually had 2 bags, so one of them was full. This is the second one. If you're going camping, backpacking, hiking, take a trash bag with you. Bring out some trash. Obviously, there's going to be a lot in there, unfortunately. Toilet paper. I actually like to wrap it in a little bit of plastic just in case. You never know. Wet toilet paper probably wouldn't work so well. I don't know, not for me at least. So that's the top. Also on the top of this backpack, you've got the ability to either put a tent or heavier stuff up at the top, and they've also got daisy chains down the bottom. But what I did is I actually put my tent up here. This was the North Face Triarch 2 tent, actually. I was testing this. The full review will be in the link in the comment section, so be sure to check that out. This is a great tent. It is a 2-person tent from the North Face. Ooh, one of my favorite pieces of gear that I tested. This came with the backpack from Gossamer Gear. This is basically a camp pad. What I did with this is I was able to kind of sit against rocks. And then what I really like doing, and I'm going to do this now, is I had it underneath my knees so that when I was in the tent, I didn't have to worry about getting my knees on rocks or anything like that. So this little piece of gear, absolutely incredible. Obviously, I'm reviewing the backpack right now, but wow, make sure you grab one of these. This is awesome. It just slides in right here, like so. Doesn't take up any space at all. On the side, we've got straps. We've got 2 straps up on the, one on the top, one on the bottom. I found these work really good for Nalgene's. Got a second one over here. Obviously they're empty because I just got back from camping. What else? We've got another pocket here on the side. This could work for another water bottle, sleeping pad, sleeping bag. I actually, on this side, I've got the LL Bean sleeping pad that I'm testing out right now. And let's see if I can get this out. This sleeping pad is regular in length. This is the Hike Light air insulated pad from LL Bean. If you're not using LL Bean gear, you're missing out. This stuff is absolutely incredible as of late. So be sure to keep LL Bean on your radar. So we've got that in there. Inside the actual pack, it kind of has a roll top closure, which is nice. Inside the pack, I have a backup sleeping bag. This is a Kelty Lightyear 25-degree bag. It actually was not warm enough. I brought this for my dog as a backup sleeping bag for her. It was not warm enough. We'll get to that a little bit later on in the story. Ooh, Feathered Friends. Check out this pillow. Thing is small. Collapses to, I don't know, the size of a beer can, maybe a little bigger. And then, you have a Backcountry Pillow. What I found though is I like to actually use this with my down layer. I'd put my compressible down into a nice little ball like this, and then put the Feathered Friends pillow on top. It worked really, really well. So Feathered Friends, full review to follow on those guys. What else we got here? Bag of food, definitely always carry food. I like to keep it in a separate bag just because it's a lot easier. And then when it comes to hanging your food at the campsite, to keep it away from bears, you've got it in one nice little pouch. I've got a stove. I use jet boil fuel. I actually took this size because I wanted a little bit of bigger canister. Here's my cook pot. It was an old Army surplus one, I believe. I think I got it $6 at the thrift store in town. Seems to work really well. One pot, one cook pan. And then inside, I put my stove. So this is my entire stove. This is the Optimus Crux Lite. I just reviewed this a couple weeks ago. I'll put the review link in the comment section. Check out this stove. That is the entire stove right there. Bam, look at that. Are you kidding me? Everything you need to cook right here. Done, done and done. We got those. Sleeping bag. I was using a Sonic -20 down bag from Nemo. Oh my God, -20 down, yeah. So originally I was gonna go camp in Yellowstone and temperatures were gonna get down to about 0 degrees Fahrenheit. The rep at Nemo, Kate, was like, hey, if it's gonna be 0 degrees, you need a bag that's actually rated less than that. So regardless of what the temperature is, your bag rating doesn't really correlate to that. So when it was a little bit colder, I took this bag, oh my gosh, I got the long version, so I had extra room to kind of rub around in there. I had plenty of room to put extra layers in, a jacket, down, just really, really comfortable. It's amazing that you can go camp and be out in the wilderness in such cold temperatures and still be comfortable. So anyway, just an incredible bag, rated for -20. It's a little big, as you can see, it's a little bulky. It's probably the bulkiest thing in my entire backpack. More fun stuff. Ooh, compressible down. I think everybody should have something like this in their backcountry backpack, their kit all the time. This is from Rab. I reviewed this as well. I believe it's the upslope. I could be wrong on that, so I'll put the link up. But anyway, again, this works as a great pillow. When the shit hits the fan, simply pull it out, and now you have a down jacket. Again, if you don't own something like this, I would say out of everything we're talking about right now, this is going to be the most important piece of gear that you can use. First aid kit. I've got a full first aid kit and repair kit. I'm going to actually make another video where I'm going to go through and talk about what I put in here. But this is, again, a full first aid, full repair kit. I spend a lot of time in the mountains by myself, and because of that, I want to make sure that I'm just prepared, not only for myself, but other people that I might come across on the trail. So again, we'll do a full review on what's in the first aid and repair kit, and we can also do another video review on food and what to bring into the backcountry. All right, that looks to be about it in the main compartment. And then last but not least, we also have these side compartments, these hip belt pockets. I put a backup fire starter with me. I always like to have a fire starter on my hip as well as a knife. So in this pocket I have my fire starter. And then as we come over here, I've got a pocket knife. I'm actually looking at getting a fixed blade knife because I think that's going to be a little bit safer and more reliable in the backcountry. This is a Kilimanjaro. Really nice. The problem becomes it's not really, if I need to really like get into something, it's not a fixed blade. So I think a fixed blade is going to be a little bit better for the future for me. What else we got? Last but not least, the other thing that I always carry with me in the backcountry, personal locator beacon. This is the ResQ Link. Basically, when you buy this, you register it with the National Weather Service. It is, if something happens and I turn this on, the Coast Guard is going to know about it, the Air Force, search and rescue, fire, police, EMS, every single person is going to know. It's tied to my name. It tells what kind of activities I like to do, and they will have an exact pinpoint of where I'm at. The problem is this is not something you can try out or test. So essentially this works. When it works and you have to use it, use it. If not, you're looking at serious fines to use this. So again, this is the size of a pager. Again, two things that'll keep you alive probably the longest: personal locator beacon, extra down layer. That's about it. At the end of the day, I actually also put my little compass, what is it? Not a compass. I put my watch that has an altimeter in there and temperature because I like to kind of have an idea of where I'm at. Last but not least, the weight. This thing weighs nothing. Under 3 pounds, I believe. I'll put the exact weight up there. But again, this is the Gorilla 40 pack Gossamer Gear. I'm so impressed. I've actually started skiing with this pack as well, splitboarding. I put all my avalanche safety stuff in here, lock everything up. Absolutely incredible. So there's really no reason to be lugging extra weight with you in the backcountry. And thanks to a backpack like this Gossamer Gear 40, Gorilla 40, I can't really think of a better backpack. We plan to test a lot of these ultralight packs this year, but again, I think it's going to be hard to beat this. Gossamer Gear Gorilla 40. Thanks for checking out the review, and feel free to leave a comment below. And then also in the comments, we're going to have a link on where you can buy this backpack, other links to reviews we've done, and all sorts of cool stuff. So thanks for the support. See you on the next review. Peace.